properly partake of the Lord's Supper. There's three types of communion. One communion is close communion. Close communion. Close communion is and this is what many churches practice today. I would say most churches of the Baptist faith practice close communion. I came from a church, Westwood Baptist Church. The pastor practices close communion. So, for example, if everybody knows Brother Kyle, close communion, okay? That's close communion. There's another one of open communion, which I've already mentioned, that anybody and everyone is able to participate, whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're saved, whether you're unsaved, anybody can participate, and most or closed. It's close or closed. And by the way, this church, as I found out in its history, has practiced both close and closed. It's somewhat of the pastor's discretion, and I would not break. Like I said, I came from a pastor who preaches close communion. He's perfectly fine with that. I wouldn't break ties with anybody. It's not really even a point of dispute or disagreement. It's just a different stance, but I wasn't supposed to take it. Brother Barker came over and asked, "Does Malia get this?" I said, "No." And she's still a little heathen. We got to pray for her. But she would know. She knows that she wasn't supposed to partake of the Lord's Supper. And I would say this. Someone comes in and I would say, "Hey, we're closed in practice." Some churches actually dismiss. If you're not a member, they dismiss you, and we close the doors, and then we have it. I'm not as militant as that. Not saying that that's wrong, but I'm not practicing that. So if someone is in here, I go through the stance on why we practice closed communion. And this last time, I don't know who partook and who didn't. I really don't. I had my head down. I had my head bowed. I was in my own prayer. And I instructed the deacons, if someone partakes and you don't know if they're a member or not, if they reach in and grab it, you don't shove it out of their hand. Don't make a big scene. Don't kick him over, Nothing of that needs to be done. We don't police that, is what I'm saying. But that's the three different types of communion within the Independent Baptist Church.